Hello and welcome to episode 83 of the Crewe Alexandra Youth Squad Legends series. It is the 2022-23 season review, so sit back, let me get back onto the menu, sit back and enjoy the next 30-40 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take, but there you go. We are champions of England. Okay, we're champions of England, and we did it by gaining 78 points through the season and beating Swansea 5 points back. We did finish with a lesser goal difference, but that doesn't matter. You see, I was rushing the simulation. I've been simulating and making the Dare to Dream with Djibouti database through this weekend. By the way, if you are interested in watching Dare to Dream, it will be on the second channel, so go and subscribe to that. I'm sure the links will be around the channel somewhere, definitely on the featured channels on the homepage. But anyway, all through the weekend I've been working on simulating Crewe Alexandra. We're nearly 2 years after this, so we're in 2025 now. But I just need to have a little bit more time to just put the cherry on top of the cake. It's a perfect team. It is a wonderful, wonderful team, and you'll be like absolutely astounded just to even think how I even got that team. But we're building for the Champions League. Okay, right now we are a Premier League winning side, but I mean the side that we did have out there, the first 11 you could say, weren't ready to win the Premier League. So next time round, when we've actually got a team that would be capable of winning the Premier League, hopefully the AI gives us a tougher ride. But there it is. That is the first team that did so wonderfully well this year. By the way, I need your help. Next episode, we're not going to go on to games. Far from it. We're going to do a few episodes actually catching up with the series, because I know that it's coming to an end, it's coming to a conclusion. What I want to do is, through the comment section, a lot of comments have been talking about this. I need you guys to tell me which Crewe Alexandra players you'd like to see in a kind of roundup episode of where other people are at. So I think the first 11, I'm going to see where the guys are playing and what they're doing at the moment. We've also got maybe the Burton lads, Stuckey, Tash Demir, Owen Thomas, see what they're doing. But if you want a specific player talking about and seeing where they are, seeing what they're doing, then please get it down in the comment section and tell me, and I will list it and I will make sure we cover it in the next episode. So we'll be talking about the past in the next episode, and then afterwards we'll be talking about the future. Isn't that wonderful? Let me take a drink. That's your job right now. Go through the series. If you've enjoyed watching one player play, then please put it down. I'm sure I'll put like the obvious ones down, like Nils Bullet, just to make sure we know what the hell he's doing right now. I've got to point out that I haven't saved the first season of simulation, unfortunately, so I think we'll have a look at where they were in 2023, which is where we are now on screen, and 2025, where I am in a different save, and where we're going to be when we pick this back up. Yes? So, stop dropping the pen, Curtis. Let's get on with talking about these players. Pascal Muller. What is not to love about Pascal Muller? He makes a silly mistake and then saves unbelievably from the top corner, and it's like, what is going on? And the save that he produced against Liverpool, let's be honest. And he scored a goal. Finally, this was the season where he scored that free kick goal. And we went mad, didn't we? We went mad. I know I went mad, and it was too late to go mad, but there you go. What an excellent player. Enough about him. 11 clean sheets from 37 appearances, 7.1 in the Premier League, 7.6 in the EFL Cup. Outstanding. And now here's Arias. You know, he's transfer listed because I think it's his wage. He keeps on bleating about his wage. Is it bleating? Or just complaining about his wage through the simulation. So I'm guessing this is his wage. He's an 84 going up by 2. 24 years old, 8 clean sheets, 1 assist. Only 1 assist from right back. It's a bit iffy, really. If I had a choice between him and Paul, I'd probably choose Paul. Right, Donald Fanning. Right, this is a interesting one to talk about because Donald Fanning is an exciting prospect right now, and he stays an exciting prospect. Now, you guys will be going, well, why? You know, to get him to a potential to be special, he would mean that he'd have a bigger overall, and I agree. Yes, if I could get him to potential to be special. Firstly, we've had mad transfer sessions in this simulation. Mad transfer sessions that you'll absolutely love me for. I think I've done an unbelievable job at making this Crewe Alexandra side one of the best in New Squad Legends history. However, I did get to a point where I was trying to loan out Donald Fanning, because Donald Fanning deserves to be a potential to be special. I think his valuation was about 5.5 million at this point. And I loaned him out, he came back, and it stayed 5.5. Reloaded the save, stayed 5.5. Reloaded the save, stayed 5.5. Did this about 10 times, and nothing changed. And I was like, well, if we can't get any difference from it, then there's no point of trying, because you might be actually doing something detrimental to the player. So I was like, nah, we'll leave it at that. Exciting prospect is good enough. He's going to be a very, very good player when it finishes. He's growing slowly because, like, his marking, his slide tackle, his stand tackle are already excellent. But I think, well, in that simulation, he's only 22, isn't he? So, I mean, like, there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time for him to grow. Danavis Macias. Take a good look because he's changed. He's changed. Like Spud, if you know who Spud is. If you do know who Spud is, I congratulate you for knowing Spud. So, Danavis Macias, 75 overall, gone up by 1 here. Already had great marking, slide tackle and stand tackle. Jumping at 89. Let's have a look at his stats. Did we have a look at Donald Fanning's stats? He's not played that much. He's not played that much. That is surprising. Wow. So there you go. Danavis Macias, Premier League, 24 appearances. That can't be right. That can't be right. Donald Fanning hasn't played 10 games. I don't care what anybody says. Donald Fanning has not played 10 games. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he hasn't played 10 games because he was loaned out in January, wasn't he? That's the reason. They're only registering the appearances from January onwards, from when he came back. That makes sense now. So, Danavis Macias, 24 Premier League appearances with 8 clean sheets and 1 assist. That one coming from an unbelievable ball to Elliot Wharton with an average rating of 7.6. And in the FA Cup, 1 appearance, 1 clean sheet and a rating of 8.3. What a man. And he's changed a lot, I tell you that. He's well over an 80. Just saying. He deserves it. He deserves it. Pascal Muller deserves it. And we'll go on to another one that deserves it very shortly. And David Torrejon Moya. This guy I don't think deserved it. But you know what? I'll unlock a bit of the spoiler action right now. David Torrejon Moya is still at the club. Okay? This has been his wonderful season. This has been his season that he'll remember when he hangs up the boots. Because I don't think Crewe Alexandra will be looking at him as a first team option afterwards. Just saying. This season has been absolutely he's been absolutely outstanding. He's played 26 games there at left back with 7 clean sheets and 1 assist. Average rating of 7.5. He didn't complain when he was on the bench to Liam Rose. He didn't complain when he wasn't getting enough game time. He's eventually got his chance and he's done it in a big way. So well done, David Torrejon Moya. And here's Vasil Malachius Jr. 3 assists from that central defence in midfield position. An average rating of 7.20. Nearly 1 every 2 games he keeps the clean sheet. To have that kind of clean sheet ratio is just insane. Is he better than Papa Baby? Yes. Is he better than Silvestri? Yes. Is he the best central defensive midfielder that we've had at Crewe ever? Yes. Is he worthy at captaincy? Yes. He just ticks every single box. He hasn't scored this season though. The goals have really come from 2 players, Bonaventura and Elliot Wharton. If I haven't showed you, I might have not actually showed you. There you go. Really need to show you this. This is how it finished. Top scorers. 23 goals for Bonaventura, only 17 for Wharton, so Bonaventura finished 6 goals higher. An absolutely outstanding feat for him. Especially when Wharton looked like he had that in the palm of his hands. But Bonaventura is something very special. It's Vassal Malachias Jr. again. Any more stats to take from that? He'd get a 7.4 in the EFL Cup when he was making sure that the youngsters got the job done. Borja, Uche, Rubio. Uche, Rubio, Uche, Rubio. Na 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 na. Uche, Rubio, Uche, Rubio. He's played 11 times, but then his average rating's been really good. Like, his average rating's been pretty solid. Let's have a look at this. 81 overall, gone up by 2. His stats are excellent. He has been giving me some troubles with contracts and being homesick through the simulation, but we have been able to keep him. And the reason why I've kept him is simply because of how he managed to turn this Premier League season into a Premier League winning season. I need a drink. Sorry if I sound a bit nasally and that. I have just woke up. It's 2 PM and I've just woke up. That's how late I actually was going through the night trying to simulate this thing. I finished at least 5 AM because I realised that we do a season review, and I was like, we don't need to rush. Excellent. Bedtime it is. So here's Borja Uche Rubio. Let's stop talking about my life story, please. Agility's up at 99 now. Some insane physical stats, but his strength is not growing, so we're not going to see a full green set there. Long pass at 90. But interestingly, the long shots and the volleys in the mid-60s. Very strange. But there's Borja Uche Rubio. You'll see more of him later, I'm sure of it. Geronimo. Potential to be special. He has got a broken ankle, unfortunately, right now. You saw that in the episode, I think. But look at those physical stats. His acceleration's going up, his agility's going up. His sprint speed's already at 99. His ball control, I'm sure, will hit 99. There he is. Dogs barking. Wonderful. What a way to spoil the video. I was doing alright. Unbelievable, isn't it? So unprofessional. Luis Carlos. In fact, have we actually even talked about Geronimo's average rating? I think we have. So, Geronimo, he is a potential to be special. Obviously, the Ronaldo regen. 24 games played, 5 goals, most of them coming at the end of the season. Was about as important as Borja Uche Rubio. That kind of dog bark has really put me off my stride. I need to get back into the rhythm. 8 clean sheets, though, in the 24 games that he plays. So, he really doesn't have any kind of defensive qualities about him. Because he leaves the wing-backs completely isolated. But there you go. Christian Terodde. I love Christian Terodde. I think Christian Terodde is a bit special. I just like him. He's not a great finisher. He's just a workhorse. He's an engine. Hey, look at them physical stats. Premier League. 16 appearances, 3 goals, 4 assists, 4 clean sheets, and an average rating of 7.4. Look at that game in the FA Cup where he scored a goal, kept the clean sheet, and got an average rating of 9. Insane. Let's have a look at Elliot Wharton here. 77. He's gone up by 6 this season. He's gone up by 6. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure I put him on the training for finishing. Must have. That can only be the reason why he's gone up by 6. Surely. 29 appearances in the Premier League with 17 goals, 9 assists, and 7 clean sheets. How about that for your first full season at the club? And his partnership with Vincenzo Bonaventura really just sealed the Premier League for us. Got us that trophy at the end of it. 23 goals, 9 assists, and 12 clean sheets. So if you look at the amount of appearances that they've both made in the Premier League, you probably understand why Vincenzo Bonaventura scored more goals. It's there for everybody to see. There's a bit of a difference there in the appearances. 12 clean sheets when he plays, 9 assists as well. Let's have a look at the assist totals. I'm sure our assist makers won't be the top of the table here. Assists, Welbeck, Bonaventura and Wharton both got 9, and they were both joint top. Artias Romero there on 7. That's an interesting one. Top goal scorers. I mean, look at this. There's not a Crewe player in sight other than Bonaventura and Wharton right at the top. And that really shows you how much we depended on them guys to score the goals. Artias Romero here at 85 overall, gone up by 1. He's made 30 appearances. A good amount of appearances in the Premier League, actually. Thought it'd be a lot less than that. 4 goals. Not that great return, not going to lie. But 7 assists is really good. And that's really why he's in the squad for the assists. He's a central attacking midfielder. Even if we play him just out wide a little bit, he should get some assists, and he has done so. Clean sheets. He's done the most. If you take out Elliot Wharton and Vincenzo Bonaventura, who obviously passed to one another, his average rating's pretty good at 7.1. Here we go to Ryan McEachran, growing very nicely indeed. Just trundling along now at 70 overall, gone up by 4 at 20 years old. He's made the 14 appearances, scored the 2 goals, including 1 against Swansea that was huge in the race. Obviously, Swansea finishing second. But he's only kept 1 clean sheet in the Premier League over them 14 games. That is an interesting stat. So if you're going to put Ryan McEachran up front, expect to concede goals. That's really strange. But I tell you what, in the EFL Cup, he played 7 games with a weaker side, clean sheets of 3. Very, very weird. So if you doubled that to make it 14 appearances, the same as the Premier League, the clean sheets would be 6. Average ratings obviously higher in the EFL Cup as well. But Ryan McEachran, I like Ryan McEachran. He's an alright player with very decent stats and weak foot skill moves good. Attacking work rate high, defensive work rate medium. But the 6'6", ugh, give me that. I kind of get reminiscent on what we had at Chesterfield with all that height and speed. One day we will find another Piscopo. Will it be this series? Probably not. Probably not. But we will find another Piscopo one day, and it will be glorious, and we'll have to soak everything up. And people in the comment section will be right to say, no, there's not going to be another Piscopo. But I'm talking about a player similar to Piscopo. I know that we're not going to find something exactly like that. So here is Nicholas Gandhi. 84 overall, gone up by 2. You know, he's decent, but he's not really performed on the pitch. And you can see that with his average rating. And the fact that we've only kept 4 clean sheets in 15 games. I'm very iffy about this guy. But then again, his valuation, 32 million. We did get him for 30, so we expect a little bit of profit from that if we are to decide to sell him on. I know if we've sold him or not. I'm not telling you. Papa baby, slip and slide all over the field for me. 77 overall for Papa baby. Sure, I put him in the training at some point. Slide tackle marking and standing tackles all gone up, so I guess he was on the 1-on-2 defending, or the whatever the passing drill is, what you have to defend. I can't remember what it's called. 13 Premier League appearances, not that many. When you got Malachias Jr. fit, you play Malachias Jr. Assisted twice with the clean sheets at 4. His average rating comes out at 7 over all competitions. Key stats, long pass, short pass, and the defensive. Yeah, alright. I'll give him a solid 8 for the season, Papa. Ferland Laprovot, he's recently arrived from Malaga for £4.2 million. Premier League, he made 8 appearances, 1 assist. 1 assist along the way, very nice. And he's got an average rating on both competitions of 7.5. Really shows how well he was. He's had his glory day now. He was lucky enough to get on the field when we lift that trophy. In Aston Villa Stadium, a lot of people have commented, waved the trophy around in the Aston Villa home fans' faces. Oh, I bet they'll love that. Yeah, they probably did. That'd be the first time they see a trophy for a long, long time. Oh, there, I said it. Hero or not, I think he has had his day. and I'm never going to be able to get him up to a higher overall. And to be fair, does he deserve it? He has been excellent. He didn't play enough games for me to actually say, look, this guy deserves at least an 80 overall, whereas Macias, who was his partner in crime at one time, has kept on playing. A random decision, unfortunately, for Laprevot. It could have worked out the other way. Laprevot could have played more games than Macias, and Macias could have been sat here at 74 overall, and we would be looking to sell him on. It was really that close, and it's a shame, but Donald Fanning happened. Donald Fanning takes priority, because his name is Donald Fanning. Payar, potential to be special. His ball control and dribbling already at 99. What kind of player are we going to get from this guy? Let's have a look at his stats. He's played 19 times in the Premier League, so he has been pretty frequent in that first team. 3 goals, one of them outside the box, I know, maybe the other 2 were as well. 2 assists and 8 clean sheets, so it's a good clean sheet ratio when Payar's around. Even though I don't think he does that great of a defensive work, but then again, he's usually paired with Malachias Jr., who does that hard work. Long shots at 97 now. We have not seen Rosenberg specials, unfortunately. I don't think this is the game to get Rosenberg specials, but let's get some more long shots in, hopefully, before this series finishes. He nearly scored an absolute cracker that would have blown Uche Rubio's out the water. So he's nearly there. He's nearly the finished article. Donald McMahon, 68, gone up by 2. Can't ask for a better substitute goalkeeper, but he's only 68. I will play him in the EFL Cup, definitely. He is my EFL Cup man. His average rating is only 6.9, but I don't care. That being said, most of the games he was playing with a rubbish team in front of him. Petty anxious, baby, please. He actually played in the European Shield when we were simulating. Absolutely outstanding stuff, but didn't play when I was in charge, because no. His finishing's gone up. His finishing's gone up from 18 to 19. Well then, Perry. Everybody wanted him to be a 60 overall. It looks like he's become a 60 overall now, so that's all good. Dennis Zimmerman, 66 overall, gone up by 6. Potential to be special. His dribbling's gone up by 13, finishing gone up by 60. Let's have a look at these stats. Not that many games, but did give him a couple of run-outs in the Premier League. He held his own. Average rating at 7.3 in the EFL Cup and the Premier League. So I can't really complain with that. Toby Martin with his contract expiring in 2 months, and we're not going to renew it. He is 62 overall, gone up by 4. One of the worst youngsters that we've got in the club, if not the worst youngster that we've got in the club. And I have no interest on bringing him back into the club when we move over to another season. Christoph Schaefer. His overall is 59, he's gone up by 5. Him and Egbe battling it out for that second spot at left back. I have given him a Premier League start. He did get a 7.6 on that Premier League start. 8 games in total with an average rating of 7. Very good, but that's taking into account European Shield games. And let's be honest, no one cares about European Shield games. Sorry, Mr. European Shield. Reynaldo Cano really missed his opportunities in the EFL Cup. This could have been his breakthrough season if he'd done alright in the EFL Cup. But that's just, it just shows, isn't it? 1 assist in 9 games, and he didn't score a single goal. Not a single goal for Reynaldo Cano. You come with that name, Reynaldo, and I expect something a bit special. Unfortunately, this guy wasn't special at all. Fabricio Allende Lopez. There he is. Solid stats all around. With dark greens in the technicals and the physicals. There he is. Only played 3 games though, because he was terrible at left mid. Gotta be honest, that stat sheet does not kind of relate to the player in any way. And also, he's 22. He wasn't growing that much. It was time to move him on. So here is Marco Marzino. 76 overall, gone up by 1. He's played 8 games in total, with an average rating of a very, very high 7.8, even though he scored that own goal earlier in the season, I think. It's time to actually go through these players quicker, because now we're going to see a lot of players that don't get that many games. Galvez Himnot, I mean, he's got some great stats on board, so hopefully we see a little bit more of him as a better player as well. David Hill Moadano only played twice, absolutely shocking. A lot of these wingers that I bring in, just terrible in every single way and lose the ball every time I try and dribble. Why have FIFA got it so wrong? Look at that average rating, it's so bad. Is that the lowest average rating that we've seen so far? It's terrible. But then again, Jake Westwood isn't that far behind, isn't he? But he's a potential to be special, so we leave him alone. Leave Jake Westwood alone. I thought he did alright. I thought he did a bit better than a 6.7, but the stats do not lie. And it's been an average, a consistent through the EFL Cup and the Premier League. My goodness, he has not kept a clean sheet whilst he's been playing. That's terrible. Nicholas Barreto. Ugh. Look at that, that's even worse than the lads that we've just talked about. It's a 6.2 for Nicholas Barreto. Oh, these wingers that I brought in. I was hoping for a Pella every kind of impact, and I didn't get a Pella every kind of impact, and that's like the minimum. Pella every is kind of the benchmark. If you don't reach the Pella every standards, then you're straight out the door. Senna Ojo with the 7.2 arrived from Wolves recently. Found him as an exciting prospect. I think he's must be Company's regen. It's got to be Company's regen. Already 78, exciting prospect, like I just said. So he stayed at the club. He's grown very nicely since. There he is as a 78 overall. And here's Paul. 13 games in the Premier League. Only one clean sheet. Now you look at them stats, and I'm thinking in my head, would I really actually take him over the guy that we've got, Arias? I nearly forgot his name. Oh my days. Would we really take him ahead of Arias? Looking at them stats, I'm starting to second guess myself, because Arias looks a decent bet now. That's diabolical. That's not even crazy. That is diabolically bad. That's terrible. Pella Every. We've just been talking about Pella Every, and the reason why he's so bloody brilliant is because firstly he's a strong midfield player that you don't see it that often. He's got them acceleration and sprint speed stats that you don't see that often from right mids especially. And he's growing in the crossing stat. Out of just 12 games, he got 3 assists. That's averaging 1 assist every 4 games. Which, I mean, it might not seem a lot, but to say that our best player is Ortiz Romero on only 7 and he's played 20 plus games, you just think about that for a second. You know, Pella Every, with them stats, that's impressive. That's really impressive, mate. I've got to give it to you. Really did like playing him in the Premier League. He did bits for me. Average rating was 7.1. And in the EFL Cup game that he did play, he got a 7.7. Nice one, mate. Robin Juvenal. Ooh, ah, Juvenal. I said, ooh, ah, Juvenal. I think he's showing great potential. His acceleration, sprint speed going up, agility going up. Nice to see. Really nice. But there he is. Didn't play that much. 8 games. 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 clean sheet, and an average rating of 7.2. There's an attachment with the chant especially. And I know with the players that we've moved away from the club, and the players that we brought in, a lot of chants have to be created between now and when we kick off for the next season. Secco brilliant. Been at the club since 2021. Look at the beast. Look at the tank. He's got 91 strength. 91 strength. I know that many others, maybe. Actually, saying that, let's have a look. Let's have a look. We've got time. This is a chilled out episode. Arias has got 81 strength. But no one comes close to Secco brilliant. Laprovot's got 85. That's probably why he was such a good defender. Well, there he is. Secco brilliant. With the 91 strength. Absolutely insane. What a beef. It's just like playing a slab of beef at the back. 81 overall, gone up by 1. Man Mountain. Premier League, he played 25 times. Only kept 5 clean sheets. Man, it felt so solid at the back with him. Nicolo Silvestri. He is an 81 overall. He's gone up by 2. 24 years old. Was an exciting prospect. I don't really know why he's growing so slowly. I mean, of course, he's got a bit of growing left. But will he really reach 85? Squeezy! There he is, only scored 3 goals in the Premier League from 12 appearances. 5 goals in total through 17 games, and one of them goals came from the European Shield, so that doesn't count really. But in the FA Cup, got an average rating of 8.2. Nice. Brian Jackson, now we can really talk quick about these guys. He's showing great potential. He's played 1 game and he got a 6.4 average rating. Not that great. Abelardo, yeah, he was alright. Felt like there was some kind of specialness about him. Contract expiring in 2 months. I don't know if we got rid of him then, but we have got rid of him since. Enrique Cano, 58 overall. Only played 2 games. 1 clean sheet in the FL Cup though. Nice. Godwin Igby. Played 16 games with 5 clean sheets. How about that? Average rating of 7.4. We've kept him at the club. Obviously, I'm thinking maybe he should drink some kind of special juice and get his status up to at least showing great potential. Tremblay, not a bad little player, average rating of 6.7 with 1 goal and 4 clean sheets. I even played him in the Premier League 5 times because I trusted him. Thought he was a cracking little player. Lorenzo Bacco showing great potential. Pretty sure this guy was our Scout Future Star. How far have we fallen there? Showing great potential now. We could have literally just scouted someone with a better potential than that. And that's not what you should be doing. Octavio Palacios, 59 overall, gone up by 4. Played 8 games, 3 clean sheets with an average rating of 7.9. Alexander Moore, 62, gone up by 5. Not played a single game. Sorry, he has drawn the short straw. We'll never know what he's like to play with because he has moved on since. Tatsui Yamura, 54 overall, gone up by 3. He has made 3 appearances with 1 clean sheet, average rating of 7.3. And your final one is Nerona, 53 overall, gone up by 3. He's got an assist in the EFL Cup, well done to him, 7.80 average rating. And that is your lot. Excellent stuff. Obviously in England, Crewe Alexandra reigns supreme. Yeah. France, it's PSG again. Germany, Bayern Munich. No real surprises so far. Lazio, the Italian champions. That's a bit of a surprise. I like that. We go all the way. Netherlands, Ajax won it just from PSV. But we go all the way to Sporting Lisbon, winning it in Portugal. Celtic winning it in Scotland. What a surprise. Real Madrid in Spain with 94 points. They had an excellent season there, only losing the 4 games. Incredible points tally. Miles above Barcelona. Alright, so you've seen all the league winners. You've seen everything to do with this save. There we are, Crewe Alexandra. The top of the table. Hull City, Watford and Middlesbrough go down. But it doesn't really matter. You might see some of them teams come back and players in the season that we'll eventually have. This has been Cutsy. Thank you for watching this episode. Remember, get all the player names that you want to see down in the comments section. Any favourite player that unfortunately we let go recently. Any player right at the start of the series that was just terrible. Just anybody that you want to see where they are now. Get it down in the comments section. And next episode, we're going to have a blast from the past. See you in a bit, guys.